as well. I can't imagine. The one question I have is what do they do for Zelda? Because I can't imagine they have a brand new 3D Zelda game ready.
Wind Waker. Let's go.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder if they announced some like really impressive remasters of Wind Waker and some of the other games we're missing from the current generation of consoles. Maybe
Wind Waker, the de-bloomed edition.
Whatever it is. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that. And then Metroid Prime 4 is being talked about. My concern with the Switch 2 is how they handle software. I totally get if like Metroid Prime 4 is an example of a cross-platform game because they already announced it. And obviously would play better on the Switch too, like they did with Breath of the Wild and the Wii U and the Switch. I don't want them to do that with too many titles because just from a strategic perspective, when you have a situation where the new 3D Mario game is going to be on both systems or the new Pokemon is going to be on both systems, you're going to run into this issue where it may work for PlayStation and Xbox, but for Nintendo, when their hardware is so core to their business, they need to give people a reason to switch over. Backward compatibility is a part of it. But they need to make sure a lot of their main hitters for the out of the gate are console exclusive, or I do worry about how the Switch 2 does long term. And that's just saying, like, I want good Nintendo games, so I care about how that hardware does for that platform.
What I think will be the most telling will be Gen 10 for Pokemon, because if Gen 10 Switch 2 exclusive, that I feel like that tells you everything you need to know.
Absolutely, which they probably could. Let's be honest, it's Pokemon, right? Similar to any other Nintendo addict like Brad and I, they put a new Pokemon game. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to put 40 hours into it within 2 weeks. And then I'm going to keep playing it because that's how those games work.
So, yes. Yep.
Chris, what gets you to buy the Switch 2 on launch day?
Having a launch day.
I've seen rumored and leaks that it's going to be July the 11th. I don't know if that's anywhere accurate.
Is it priced to the point where I get one, or do I just order two right out of the gate?
Well, the rumored and what I would honestly lean into in terms of that would be $400, $399 as
that's a safe bet.
That's a reasonable number. That would be we would purchase one.
Yeah, get two, and if I can't get it, I'll take that one.
That's actually kind of my strategy. Is like I'm just going to try to order as many as I have money in my bank account for, and just see what I can get because
just start building a castle of Switches.
That's how I got my
how
Xbox
many
Series
Switch
X.
2s is my mortgage payment.
Worked out to the point about my wife using it. She's not a gamer, but what I will say, low key, she impressed me so much the other week. I used the Nintendo Switch Music app. And I was just going through stuff and I put the Dr. Mario song on, and out of nowhere, again, she's not a gamer. She just goes, "Is that Dr. Mario?" And at least I have this moment, but I digress. Brian, you go ahead.
I was going to say one of the things, with the kids that I do is that I've kind of, I don't know, put an arbitrary number. I was like, when you turn 10, one of the surprise, like it's now not a surprise because, the other kids are well informed because Maddie did. I was like, I took her to the store and I let her pick out her Switch Lite because that's, so she's excited.